Good morning.
Hello from California.
Woohoo.
Where it is dark during Coffee and Connection.
Yeah. Well, actually, it is this dark.
Yeah. No, it is literally. Yeah.
Literally.
We had to
The
try to
sun
figure
has
out.
not-
We're like, oh, let's go to the beach. That'll be great. We'll do it. And there's even been big surf here. Like, oh, it'll be so fun. We'll put the big surf in the background, and we'll. But no, you wouldn't see it. You would just see darkness. And so we decided to go inside on my parents' Christmas tree.
So Deb and Gary are graciously sharing their house so that we could connect with you guys.
Do you want to see him?
There's Deb.
Hi, I'm not
Here,
here.
I'll spin you over.
Hi.
Oh.
And Gary.
This is the first time filmed in front of a live studio audience.
So, Jake, why are the waves so big? I was gonna ask you that yesterday.
Oh, storm surge, I think. Yeah, I don't know if there
They're
was a
massive.
hurricane coming in somewhere, but man,
There's
yeah,
no one surfing yesterday.
not a soul. No.
Which I was actually surprised. Because I thought that's what people in this area live for.
Yeah, it's a kind of a combination. The size is great, but there's also a specific shape kind of that you're looking for, in conditions. And yesterday they were just like, it was like the whole ocean was just coming in at once. It didn't look that fun. So sometimes you'll find somebody that's like just out for just the thrill of it. they might go out there and do that, but
It looked intense. So
Yeah.
pretty though. It was beautiful to walk along the side of the beach, but not to
I was
get
going
in.
to show you
Your coffee mug.
my new mug today. I'm the
He's the grandfather.
I'm grandfather. Papa Pop. Vovo. I'm not familiar with that one, but what do you have today? You going holiday love?
Full holiday. So, I don't think we have any other announcements other than being in California for 2 weeks. We're so excited about.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing friends and family, all that good stuff that comes along with Christmas time.
And even though we're here for 2 weeks, I know it's gonna fly by. So I'm trying to embrace every moment.
Oh, you know what? I have not been checking it all to see. I forgot we can't see on there.
We're actually
When we do it this way.
we don't have that many plans, but we are looking forward to seeing some of our clients who live in California this weekend. And yeah, if you live in California and you want to hang out by the beach or grab coffee, let Jake or I know.
So the concept today, what we're going to talk about today, and you guys can answer too, is we were just kind of looking at, this is going to be our last Coffee and Connection of the year. We're not going to try to stack it right on top of Christmas, so we're just
No
going to
work
kind of
next week.
wrap it up there, and then so yeah, we're just kind of looking at taking this time to be a little bit of our look back. How did 2018 go? And this is, man, I think this is 51 Coffee and Connections. I think we had one every single Wednesday of the entire
Wow.
2018. So
That's a lot of connecting.
yeah, that's cool and consistency. So yeah, just kind of looking back over. I guess we wanted to first start with the bad. I don't know if bad. There's like good points and bad points, right? Or high points and low points as your year goes. And so we're gonna start off looking first at like if it doesn't have to be your biggest challenge of 2018, but just a challenge that comes to mind. If you think what's something that happened in 2018, you're looking back over it and you're like, wow, that was something that from the front side when I was looking at it, I was like, whoa, that looks like it's going to be a tough obstacle to get around, a tough mountain to climb. Mountain to climb. But looking, back from the other side, you can kind of see like, hey, yeah, look at, what I did. I got through that and learned a little about myself. And
I survived it. Didn't go as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
What's yours?
If I were honest, looking back over the year,
Don't take mine.
I totally know what hers is. I could take it just like that, and then she's gonna be stuck. No,
She's gonna be stuck.
I actually started off 2018 with some shoulder pain that I thought at the time was gonna be, I don't know how that happens sometimes when you get the injury that you think like, oh man, this is how my life's gonna be now, and I was like, dang, I can't do the things I want to do. I can't there's going to be all these aspects of life that are missing because I couldn't even raise my arm, and so it put me in kind of a bad place mentally. I think I'm usually pretty good with my head, like I manage my thoughts well, except for injuries. For some reason that's something that kind of gets me, is I feel like oh no, I'm limited. All of a sudden now I'm gonna be limited, and so that was one thing where I was actually looking back. Grateful. I learned a lot of new stretches from Joel and Kayla, so thanks for that. I learned new exercises. I got in some different habits in the morning. I learned some new things I can do when I start feeling the pain coming on, and I actually feel more confident. Shoulder pain has been something where I've been like, oh no, it's gonna happen to me. I never know. It's just roll the dice. When's it gonna pop up? And actually going through that challenge, even though it was frustrating and it put me in a little bit of a low spot mentally, I feel quite a bit more equipped to make sure that I have some say over when it pops up and how serious it gets in the future.
Yeah. So you felt like the challenge made you stronger? Is that what I'm hearing you?
Literally stronger. Like my shoulder's actually stronger because I can lift. Yeah.
You think? Yeah. And he started.
You mean yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I really noticed.
Normal. Dad was flexing her muscles.
Is it?
No, but yeah, we got a
that's stronger?
bench press, and so that's something that he's really been committed to doing. And so I just figured now they're evening out. They're the same.
Oh yeah, both of them are stronger.
Because one seemed a little weaker, but it's a good one. I would say, personally, my challenge was, what do you think I was going to say?
Mount Langley.
Oh, no, it wasn't. That was my answer to question number 2. I would say the biggest challenge was when we changed our business model. Oh my gosh, y'all. Talk about scary, and we just wasted so much time. Now we have to start from scratch. Like, there was a ton of drama going on in, for sure, my head.
People already don't know what we do.
They're like, Fit Bar, so you work out and you hang out?
People that care about us are like, yeah, we really want to support you. What do you do? What is your business? Yeah. Well, I've got good news. We're changing it again.
Yeah. But the cool thing is that we are committed to serving people, and we're committed to helping their lifestyle. And so what we thought Fit Bar was going to consist of, what we were really passionate about, working out, connecting, and not necessarily working out, but just living active. It's funny how when things are, I guess, not supposed to go that way, you find a lot of resistance. And I kept thinking that resistance meant that we weren't doing it well. And what I learned, because now our business is just continuing to thrive, that it just wasn't what we were meant to do. I don't really understand meant, but now we don't have near the amount of resistance, and it feels like it just like all of a sudden just started taking off.
I think what was really cool about that, even looking back as you describe it, is that there was resistance, and there was this problem we were trying to solve. How are we going to get people to connect? How are we going to do this? So how are we going to scale this? How are we going to make this happen?
Creating a solution that doesn't exist right now.
And we did. And that's what was neat, is that we started to see, okay, this is how it's going to happen. This is how it's going to work. And then we started to think, like, is this really the lifestyle that we want?
Which
as
is part of the
going?
resistance.
And we're like, no, but you know what? Let's love it. Let's figure out how to live this lifestyle, love this lifestyle, and do this thing. And we did it. We were like, man, we're having these events at the West End, and we're having fun, and we're liking this. But it just isn't. It's not fulfilling the purpose. It's not the meaning that we want. Even though we're like enjoying work on a daily basis and we're moving towards a thing, like I think we feel drawn this direction, and I really love where that choice was made from. Mm-hmm. That it wasn't like, oh, this is too hard. Let's do something else.
Right.
And so that was really cool. I think that was a big plus. I mean, I agree, a huge challenge, but very cool the way it panned out.
And it's so funny how this happens in life. I would say just pretty general. That what we're doing now, I love. Like I feel I'm waking up to a dream job every day, and we get to run that job, that company. However, before I was like when people would say, well, why don't you just coach more? Or I was like, no, I don't think that's what we should be doing. Like,
So many
we
people
really
were
need
telling
to
us
figure out
that.
this problem that we felt compelled to. So I think it's just funny in life when we are getting the answer, but we're not ready to hear it, or for me, I wasn't ready to receive it. I wasn't ready to let go of what I wanted Fit Bar to look like. I guess.
Yeah, no,
what
I
we
agree.
wanted Fit Bar to look like. So lots of learning, tons of learning this last year.
Challenges, you guys? Yours is so easy.
It wasn't Langley.
It wasn't Langley.
No.
What else could it be?
Hi.
You're on TV. Dad, put your shirt back on. We're still in the camera.
Oh, my biggest challenge was having a stent put in my heart when they told me that I was about to have a heart attack. So that's a big challenge. And then the lifestyle, like you were saying, the thing that I thought right afterwards was the huge limitation I was going to have afterwards, which I don't have at all. I'm actually better off now than I was before. So it's really cool.
And then when you got your stent put in, you just you laid on the couch for like 3 months.
Yeah,
Is that right?
3 months.
Yeah.
Months later, I was climbing a 14,000 foot peak. So
Yeah, incredible.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mom?
I think my biggest challenges have been changing my lifestyle to match his, and also I think it's health issues all the way around. I think we've had 2 granddaughters that have had physical injuries
Oh yeah.
with the torn ACL and the bone tumor that Toby had and Piper had, and Toby had her surgery, and then Piper just had her surgery, so she's recovering from that, and then just stuff with dealing with the grandkids, and it's all come out okay, and we're all still standing, well, kind of standing.
Piper
Not
will be
yet.
standing when she gets out of the wheelchair.
Piper's
Maybe Piper is watching this right now because she's
Oh, I'm
just
sure
laying
she
in
is.
bed. So,
but everybody's still on their feet and still going, so it's been a bad year in some ways, but it's a great year in other ways because everybody's come through it, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're all good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I like that reflection part, because when we are going through that stuff, I mean, especially health issues, like that's so scary, because it's not in our control. We can try to be as healthy as we can do on a daily basis, but that doesn't prevent injuries and things from happening. But when we come out on the other side great and healthy and strong and going back to the lifestyle, I feel like it's even more encouraging when things come up in the future.
That's true. Leads right into the next question, actually. You guys can feel free to answer with this stuff too. Margie, since I see you watching. Hello, Margie.
Hi, Margie. We want you in California, Margie.
Yeah. Margie, you and Pat need to come out to California.
Yes.
And Liz is on here. Hello, Liz and Jennifer.
What's
I
up,
just
y'all?
alternated waves as if I'm...
That's Liz.
It's important to wave to different people different ways. But that does tie in, because I was thinking the same thing as you were talking, really as everyone was sharing their challenges, those turned into pretty positive moments. Like looking back, so was that a good year or a bad year? Well, was it a bad year? I had to have a stent put in my heart. It was a good year. I climbed a mountain with a stent in my heart. It's tough to say which way that went. So if you were to look back over, what would you say you were most proud of the year? Switching to more of an up note. And you guys too, what were you most proud of in this last year? Margie, what were you most proud of?
Jake boy, don't be calling me out.
Yeah, my most proud moment was getting called out by Margie on Facebook and being renamed Jake Boy.
Pumpkin.
She's so awesome.
Pumpkin bread.
Oh yeah, your pumpkin bread, Margie.
Pumpkin roll. Yeah,
That was the most proud.
that was my highlight of 2018, but not my most proud. As a matter of fact, I was a little bit ashamed of what I did to that pumpkin roll.
Mine was climbing Mount Langley, climbing my first 14,000 foot mountain. It was amazing, incredible, and I got to do it with incredible people, family and close friends. And even Jennifer, we've gotten closer as we've worked together. So it was definitely a mountaintop feeling and experience.
Margie says hello.
Oh. I love you, Margie.
I shouldn't say, but nothing to Gary.
Nothing to Gary. Stop picking fights. What was yours?
Mine actually ties a little bit more to your first challenge you were describing. That I think that it's been an intimidating road, an intimidating life change. If I were to go on default thoughts, I could say I'm a little late in the game to suddenly switch careers, to stop 20 years of teaching and say, all right, let's take the savings and we're going to use it to try to make this transition, and we're going to start a new business and do this new job.
So scary.
But it's we're, to be honest, kind of starting to kill it. and I feel really proud. Like, it feels really good to like have stuck with that, to keep going, to say like, oh, well, do I know anything about marketing? No. So what's the plan? Let's learn marketing. Do we know anything about, designing websites? No. Okay, let's learn to design websites. And just like boom, 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 obstacle after obstacle, let's learn. And it's slow, and it doesn't happen as quickly as you want. But looking back now, when I think about, oh man, we've got this, there's a volleyball court out in Belton that we want to build and get people out there taking lessons. Not so much as a source of income, like starting a business, but yeah, to kind of have a way to spread volleyball to the area, beach volleyball specifically. And all of a sudden I feel like, wow, through FitBar I've developed a skill set of these tools that I feel completely confident that I can start that process and go down that road. Mm-hmm. That's I feel proud of that. Like, learning so much, whatever, late in life. I don't really think that, but to be making that transition, it feels good. Like, oh, cool, look at me, I can still learn stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that, and especially because it's scary. I think anything that takes that's a risk and requires you to get outside of your comfort zone, there's a sense of, wow, I stuck through it and I overcame the challenges, and like I'm proud of myself.
It's a good feeling.
Really grateful.
Oh, Amanda's on here too. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Anything you guys are proud of that pops up in your mind?
I think that the most fun thing that we did that was kind of out of our norm was we took a trip to Iceland. So it was our first trip out of the U.S. And just, not that was a huge accomplishment.
Because Tijuana doesn't count.
That's right.
I know you've been to Tijuana a lot. That is not getting out of the country.
Where we needed a passport. And it was a fun experience, and it was one of my biggest moments was when I went and gave the guy my passport in Iceland, and he was just this really stern guy, and he was not smiling at anybody and not really getting eye contact with anybody, and he would just like take the passport and he'd look at the passport and he'd look at your face, and then he'd look at the passport and he'd hand it back to you like that, stamp it and hand it back. And so he took my passport and he looked at it and he stamped it, and I went, oh my gosh, that's my first stamp I've ever had on my passport. And his face just lit up. He was like, oh, I'm glad I could be part of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it was just out of our box, to leave the country. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
That much closer to Europe.
Better than Europe.
So what were you proud of? Your 14,000 feet?
Right.
No, that was just regular
Just
stuff.
everyday.
Just regular stuff. 14,000 foot peaks. Just recovering. I don't know. I had mentally coming back, and being able to get out and push really hard again.
Yeah.
Because for a while when I first had it, reading online was terrible. WebMD doesn't necessarily. It's not necessarily.
Not a big confidence builder.
Yeah, not a big confidence
Positive,
builder.
yeah.
So yeah, keep your heart rate under 100 and stuff like that. I go, oh no, how am I gonna do that?
I can't even.
Like torture.
I can't even watch an exciting movie.
It's Hallmark all the way.
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen this movie? No, that's way too exciting.
To where I could push hard again, and now I can just.
Coffee and Connection is calling us.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's kind of the reflection, the good, the bad. It would be awesome if you guys did that too. I think it's really important because I think what you find out is that when you look on the front end, if you look forward at 2019, what's there, and you got this feeling about the obstacles that lie in your way or what may come down the pipe, it's good to remember, like, there were some in 2018 too, and here we are. We're doing it, and chances are we're gonna do it again. And the only way we wouldn't do it again is if we didn't live to this day of 2019, and then who cares? At that point, you're already just relaxing. So, but I think it is a really good thing to do, is to just sort of check back and say, hey, let's celebrate some success. We did a good job. Or pat someone else on the back. You can do that too. You did a good job too, Whitney.
I also think that reflecting on the previous year, like Jake's saying, allows you to see that those things, like, you went through them, they made you stronger, more grateful. But I also like looking at the year coming up at the end and thinking from a year from now, how do I want to feel about the year that I just lived, that I just went through? And it's a thought that I'm probably more recently thinking about, because before I would just hope that things would go well and that not too many obstacles would come my way. But definitely living from a different place of mind now. And I think that helps me embrace the obstacles that come up, because it's more of how do I want to show up in them rather than just get through them. And I think that that's something that's really encouraging for me to consider, just to make up my mind how I want to feel at the end of 2019 about my year. Anything you want to add?
I don't even want to talk. That was so beautiful. I don't even want to ruin it
That was wonderful.
I know.
I'm so impressed.
I wish we could have just faded to black right there. That was.
I can't tell if they're being.
Those were words of wisdom.
No, that's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious business.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really early here, and so I don't know if what I was saying made any sense. And then I looked over, and Jake's face is like, am I
Thoughtful.
still in bed?
I was gonna not speak it. It's like when you're eating good food and you have the last bite, and it's like, oh, that was the best. And then someone next to you is like, hey, do you want to finish up my potato soup? And you're like, oh. No. I just finished on a high note. This is how I wanna end. I feel like I'm like now the potato soup to your filet mignon. So
man.
I just didn't want to say anything else.
Well,
But we sure did have a fun year, and I really like doing Coffee and Connection. And I think this is super fun. This is the only TV show I've ever been on for this long, like running this many episodes. So
yeah, and we're trying to make it like the L&D show. So if you have any, I'm totally kidding. I don't really.
I was imagining like L and D. I was like, the L&D
I always say her last name. I butcher it. DeGeneres.
Yeah.
I say something completely different. Ellen DeGeneres show. I don't watch
She's got her own
when
little
I
pet
do.
name for her. They're so close that Whitney's got a little nickname for her.
When I do, I'm always cracking up, and I feel good after her show. I'm like, man, that's the goal of Coffee and Connection.
Yeah.
But she's really funny.
So
I mean, Jake's pretty funny too. I just can't keep up, so.
Way funnier than
No.
Ellen DeMarius.
And it was so nice for Deb and Gary to share their living room and to be willing to be on Coffee and Connection without, we didn't ask.
And 15 minutes
just
ago,
made them.
15 minutes ago, they didn't even have a tree. We were just like, hey, we need a backdrop for a Coffee and Connection, and they just put this together, just right there.
Like little elves.
Yeah,
Magical.
it was
Magical.
amazing.
Well, we hope you guys have a fabulous Christmas.
Yes, Amanda says we're funny.
Oh, thank you, Amanda.
That is now my new most
You
proud
just
moment
made
of
Jake's-
2018.
Yeah,
Change mine.
weird. What was I going to say?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, I think.
And thank you. See, this is so helpful.
And 1 week from today, just sleep in. Just enjoy your day after Christmas.
Yeah, don't try and get up early for Coffee and Connection. We know that you guys all get up early for this.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Wait,
Have a
hold on,
good-
I was gonna say one thing.
Never mind.
That don't worry about the presents you're getting. Just love your family. The end.
Oh, all right.
Bye, guys.